Hello. This is about the Libra new moon. Depending where on the planet you are, it will be happening either on the 30th of September or the 1st of October. And it is an extra important new moon to pay attention to, as it is the first new moon after Jupiter has gone into the new sign Libra. As you know, Jupiter takes about 11.8 months every year going through one sign. Therefore, with this particular, it's the first new moon after Libra has changed signs. And in addition, it is in the sign that Libra ingressed into. Therefore, this is the month. It's like we have this head start on being able to manifest the qualities of that Jupiter is expanding and channeling into the world that are of the domain of Libra: fairness, justice, peace, balance, along with artistic, caring about beauty, caring about how one looks, social niceties to a certain extent. That there's this whole richness of Libra energy that we can channel in and begin to make it part of our world right out of the gate. What do I mean by that? Well, let's say the Jupiter went into Libra in Aquarius. Then the new moon of Libra, if it takes 1 year, would be months and months away. So right off of the gate, we can have this manifestation. So if you are into the law of attraction, creative visualization, take the time. The new phase of all new moons are 2.5 days. Now, what about this particular new moon, right? So what you do is you go to, well, where is Venus? Because Venus rules Libra, but Venus is in Scorpio. And in Scorpio, she's not in her happy place in Scorpio. Why? She's sexy. She's intense. She is, kind of sneaky in a way. But that power of Venus in Scorpio, there's a default of going to that side of, that can be the side of, if I can't get something up front, directly, I'll figure out a way how to get it. And yet, this Venus in Scorpio, what it will bring up is the shared resources with other people. If I do this for you, will you do this for me? And it goes back to the Libra. Is it all fair? Is it all in balance? Is it all in harmony? There is the strongest planets that accompany this new moon. And when you have a strong planet in the chart, that just means what it sounds like. The planets that you are able to use the most, they are it's like if you had a group of people, right? You're a team, and everybody has their strengths and weaknesses, but a couple of people on the team really pull the whole team. They have more wisdom. They have more, if it's a physical thing, they're just stronger. If it's mental, they're just really smart. They can put pieces together. And that's what we have here. And what it is saying, so Mars and Mercury are the two strongest planets for this new moon energy. And what that means is Mars in Capricorn, it is about using discipline in your motivation and direction to get what you want. So you have your vision board. What do you want to create? Tap into that discipline to motivate yourself to make something strong. Tap into Mercury and Virgo and its rulership. Tap into your intellect, your knowledge. Get more information, think it through. What are all the little pieces that need to be handled, managed while you are going through this? And when you do astrology, right, when you're looking at what's going to happen? How can I use this energy? And that's what I work with. I work with how is the best way to use the energy, whether it's in your natal chart, right? What your own personal strengths, or whether it's the passing energy. How do you harness it? How do you put it together? One thing that is apparent is that Mars in Capricorn, which is very strong, it's in its exaltation. Well, Mars is also out of bounds. And a planet out of bounds is a little bit of a wild card. It's like it doesn't want to be ruled. It doesn't want to have restrictions. So there's this disciplined energy of Mars in Capricorn, but it's very powerful in its own way. In a lot of ways, it is. And why this is so important to set things up in terms of your life, what's fair, what's just, what's balanced in my life, what's not balanced in my life, what do I have that I, and also there's been this new conjunction that was a few days before the new moon with Jupiter and Makimaki, and that's a creation principle. That's a creation god, how to create things. So it's stirring up this creation energy along with the new moon power. And we go to, so as the month unfolds, not only is it important because of the Jupiter ingress into Libra, which gives us this extra emphasis, oomph, to manifest all things Libra. And it does represent having beauty in your life. What does it mean to have beauty and harmony and aesthetics in your life? Because ruled by Venus, it has to do with finances too, right? On the material world that we live in, not everything, but some things do cost money. So this, especially with Venus and Scorpio, there is a sense of looking at how to use different resources that aren't necessarily yours in order to create more peace, harmony, beauty, whatever you have, and your vision of what you want in life. Now, I must also bring to attention that the new moon is what's called quincunx Neptune, right? It's 8 degrees, 9 degrees, and that is energy of making adjustments. So there's this adjustment energy. But to Neptune is also about creativity. Yes, it's compassion, all of that. There's some adjustment on the planet of, hey, have a little bit more compassion here. One of the things that is the closest aspect, right, square, opposition, is Saturn, square the nodes of the moon. And when a planet is square the nodes of the moon, it's caught in a way that it doesn't have a lot of strength. And this is an interesting thing. So it is saying in some way that place of authority in your life, you know, the Saturn's authority principle, the should principle, you know, I should do this, I should do that stuff that's saying, you know, the good side of Saturn is, okay, make a plan and go after it. But somehow there's this energy of it being stuck a little bit. And the higher energy is making some adjustments using your intellect. And as you know, the North Node continues to be in Virgo, and which goes to Mercury in Virgo in its rulership. So going to finding out the answer, figuring out the answer, and having somewhat of that answer being useful. What can I use? How can it serve me? How can this knowledge serve me? How can I bring it into my daily principle? Will be able to empower you to manifest what you want. Now, what you put into place is very important, and as you are thinking and what you are feeling these few days of the new moon are extremely important, because go to the full moon video, because that is a kick-ass, intense time. And if this Mars out of bound has not been consciously, the energy has consciously been used, or Venus in Scorpio has not been consciously used in a positive way, then chaos can erupt around your life. Okay, move on to you might want to check out the full moon video now to see how this, the new moon, full moon unfolds.